Question 3, part 2. So far, we have a program which allows a user to enter a number from the keyboard. If the number is positive, we count that number, and we keep doing that while we enter positive numbers. As soon as we enter a negative number, the loop stops and we print the result. Now, part 2 is actually quite tricky. Let's have a quick look at part 2. Use your answer to question 1 to extend your program. If the count of positive integers reaches 10, if the count of positive integers reaches 10, the user is then asked to enter negative numbers only. This continues until the user enters a positive number. The count of negative numbers is also displayed at the end. If the count of positive integers reaches 10. So we're going to do this while my num is greater than 0 and count is less than 10. Let's see if that works. Please enter a positive integer. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it stops. The user is not allowed to enter any more positive integers. So that works. Now we're going to ask the user to enter only negative numbers, but only if count is the same as 10. If count is equal to 10, we're going to ask the user to enter negative numbers only. So let's just copy that. Please enter a negative number. And if the number is less than 0, we'll count it. Let's use a different variable to count it. Count neg plus plus. So let's just make a new variable at the top of our program here. Int count neg equals 0. So first we're going to try and get 10 positive numbers. And if we get 10 positive numbers, we're going to try and get 10 negative numbers. So let's just see where we are in our loops. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. If, that's the end of our if. And that's the end of the do. Do while. System.print, you entered positive integers, and let's also display count neg, which is counting our negative numbers. And let's see if this works. Now remember, the problem said if the count of positive integers reaches 10. So we have to try and understand what will happen if it doesn't. So let's test that now. We're going to get a number. If it's greater than 0, we'll count it. And we're going to continue this while we get positive numbers and count is less than 10. Let's test this. Whoops, we have an error. What's the problem? Unresolved compilation problem, syntax error. Where's my syntax error? Can anybody see? Oh, haha. Do while, I forgot about my while condition. So we're going to count negative as long as my num is less than 0. As long as we're getting negative numbers, let's just keep this loop rolling. Okay. Please enter a positive integer. 14, 13, 15, minus 1. Now remember, we've got 3 positive integers only, not 10. So hopefully the program will not allow me to enter any negative integers. And that's the end of the program. Brilliant. And it tells me I entered 3 positives and I didn't enter any negative integers. This only stops the loop. It's not counted. So let's run it again. This time we're going to have 10 positive integers. And there we go. And now it's asking me for negative integers. And this will continue until I enter a positive integer. And now I'm going to enter a positive integer. And it's telling me I entered 10 positive integers. I already know that. And I've just entered 7 negative integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So have a think about that code and see if you can understand how it works.